Hey guys, what's up? We're back with you. This is more Cash Cows Poker TV. This is the biggest hands from Season 2, Game 6. Biggest pots, most highlighted hands, most exciting hands, whatever you want to refer to it as. This is what we got going for you here. This is a pretty big hand in itself. We got Peely with pocket queens here. We got Max with king jack suited, Zach with ace 8. A lot of playable hands on this board. Peely opens for $6. Max is taking his time to think about it. Peely's a pretty tight player usually. For her to open, she usually only opens with premium hands. Max is going to make the laydown. Zach makes the call.
Right. Yeah, wardrobe is not the issue.
And what we want to do in the next season is we're working on having a person actually on the betting actions. I do want you guys to be able to see exactly what the bets are. I also make the call with king-queen offsuit. Jones folds. Next act is Danny. He's going to call from the button for the 6 as well. Got a fold from Charlie. And let's see what Flint's going to do. Flint, what are you going to do? Flint's going to fold as well. So we're going to go to the flop 4 ways. And let's see what the flop brings us.
No, you would. You probably actually you seem like a person that would be come
more violent than cry. Yeah.
Alright, what do we got here? Oh wow! Oh wow! This is gonna be rough for Peely. I don't see a way for her to be able to get away from this. Danny's flopped the second nut straight. No one else really has a piece of anything. I'm certainly not going to be involved with king-queen offsuit. I doubt Zach will play his ace-8 either. Peely just opened shoves. Looks like she's shoving for about $28. I like this play. It's a 4-way pot for $6. She's probably betting a few more dollars than the pot.
No, I'm talking about
And Danny's going to snap call, of course. Ouch. Snap calls, shows a flop straight. You can see the look of frustration in Peely's face. Dead on the turn. That's rough. That's poker, folks. That's I think that's a loose call pre-flop by Danny, even from the button for $6 with 5 deuce off. This is a 50-cent $1 game after all. It's a 6x raise pre-flop. So he takes it. Alright, let's move on to hand number 2 here. Like I said, for the next season, we're switching all the cameras up. We're adding more betting graphics so you guys can see more of the action. Obviously, our goal here at Cash Cows Poker TV is to have you guys seeing all the action just like you're watching the World Series on TV or the Stones gambling live or the live at the bike. We have the equipment to do that. We just need more personnel and people working on it with me. So that's the plan. We got a small open here to about 350 it looks like. You got folds coming all the way around the table. Flint lays it down. You got Tim here. He calls the 250. Peely raises to 12. This is a big raise in this spot. She tends to be the tighter player at the table, especially when opening or re-raising pre-flop. She doesn't do it with rags, let's say. Actions on Max here with 10s in the small blind. Let's see what he's going to do. He can call if he wants here. It's not like 10s are some horrible hand. But again, Peely's range for raising and re-raising is pretty tight. Unlikely that you're ahead very often with 10s. And this is Max's first time in the game, keep in mind, so he has no background history on these players other than what we've seen so far.
No, we don't play high cards for dishes. I'm out.
He's going to lay it down.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
And what's that going to do? Zach shoves.
I didn't. Yeah, I'm getting the count.
Zach shoves all in.
But why are you doing this to me?
Because we like to play the game.
60. This is
Well,
50 that's out there.
Zach puts Peely all in, I should say. He makes it 46.
All done. I think I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
And I assume that she's going to make the call here because it's pocket kings.
Oh, cool.
Let's see.
All diamonds. Let's see them.
Don't
Welcome, guys.
I'm
One
okay.
time, guys.
Calls, shows them.
One time, 2 times.
I don't know.
and shows them.
Whatever you wanna
Looks
do.
like they've agreed to run it twice. Let's see if Peely can hold up here on 2 boards
Two
and
times
fade an
coming.
ace.
Oh, so
2
how does it
times.
work on the
Nothing easy about
the
that.
board texture?
I
First
can't.
board.
Oh.
Just the first
All
one.
right, let's see it.
Yeah, it'll be the first try.
Come on, dealer, which is myself.
I had 5
Hurry it up.
diamonds.
That's a diamond. I see this one. It's got
Is it?
5 of
Yeah.
diamonds. 3 diamonds.
Yeah, they're going twice.
Oh,
That's what the
dude,
discussion is
aye,
about.
aye.
Yeah, of course. All right, she fades the first flop. Fades the first turn, looking good.
First board.
All right, she's got the first
One
board.
fucking time.
Nothing wrong with that.
What
She's
I'm
gonna take.
talking about.
She's gonna take at least half the
Get
pot.
your money back.
She's
Yeah,
gonna take
you're
at least
running
her
it
money
twice,
back.
Oh no!
You said his choice.
You
You
said
said
his
two.
choice and he said
Alright,
twice.
Now you're in
Good,
trouble.
good.
Ace half.
Oh!
Still have an out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have king.
Oh,
Deuce or no 4.
that's a bummer. He flops the ace on the second one. She's distraught.
Oh,
Drive her up.
That's rough.
You guys went all that though.
All right, they're gonna hack that pot up. Still a really big pot. A lot of interesting hands in that one, but just a split. The old ace king gets there on the second one. Let's chop this up.
Oh my gosh, dude. Well, that was
Alright.
exciting. Thank you.
That was hand number 2.
They seen him flop too.
Everything going smooth here so far. All right. Few pocket pairs. Pocket 10s for Flint. Pocket 7s for Peely. Danny with a king queen. Charlie with an 8-9. Playable hands. Jones with 5-6 suited. Nothing wrong with that. Now we got a open there from Flint with pocket 10s to $8. I believe the straddle is on. And we got a call from Peely. Fold from Max.
I have no idea. We haven't had a refrigerator in like a week. It's been horrible.
Zach makes the call with 5-6. Jones thinking about it. Makes the call with 5-6 suited as well. Danny makes the call with king queen. And looks like we are going to wait on Charlie's action here. And Charlie's going to make the fold with 8-9. Alright, so we're going to go to the flop 5 players here. 5-way action.
Check.
Oh. We've got flopped top set for Flint. We've got 2 overs and a gut shot for Danny. We've got a slight underpair to those cards with Peely here. Flint fires $10. Peely's action here. I think she's got to go ahead and kick in the set. Oh, she makes the call. Alright, on to you, Danny. Let's see if Danny's going to make the call as well. Jones folds. And Danny does make the call. Oh, wow, this is a disaster hand for Peely. She's turned a set of 7s against a flop set of 10s. I don't see any way for her to get out of this here. It's really difficult to put your opponent on a straight in this spot. Ideally, she should not have probably floated the flop there with the 7s. Now she's going to find herself in drastic trouble.
Yeah, I'm about to say you're at the table most, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't mind it. I just don't.
All in.
And she shoves all in. It's only for about 17 or 18. Flint's bet was 20, so her all in is slightly less than his bet.
Yeah, it's more than
And let's see what Danny's going to do here. Is Danny going to try to get in here with the 2 overs and the straight draw still?
Y'all doing any business?
No, he's going to lay it down. And then Peely's going to see the bad news.
Y'all doing any business?
Oh.
Twice?
It's so brutal, set over set.
How many times you want to run?
It's not something you deal with every day in poker, but when it happens, it is tough to withstand, to say the least. Got 1 card coming. They're probably asking if they want to do any business running it twice. In this situation, I wouldn't. Let's see the ace. Yeah, that's going to be all she wrote for Peely's hand. That's rough. It's really unfortunate turn card because if the turn's anything else, I assume she can get away from it with just the underpair to the board. Flint takes down a monster.
Yeah. Ain't nothing you
Yeah,
can
that's
do
a
about
really
that
nice pot for Flint there. About $100 pot, give or take. Nice takedown, Flint. Alright, here's another exciting hand. You got pocket deuces from Jones, king jack suited from Danny, ace jack for Max. You got a lot of good, solid, playable hands in this hand pre-flop.
when you fold it this much.
Let's see where our action's at. We got calls all around here so far.
You taking it back to Clint?
Action's over to Max.
Pre-Lewinsky?
No, I was after one.
Yeah,
Who's
after
gonna
one.
make it $3
That
to
was
go?
like 97, 98 then.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's a position raise, I call it.
And as you can see, there's some construction being done in the background. We're bringing in a TV for these guys. They want to watch
I can't
golf or
believe
something.
a squire like myself could have such amenities provided to him.
Alright, Jones makes the call. Danny makes the call. Let's see if Charlie's going to make the call as well.
Oh, yeah, and you're acting real Leonardo DiCaprio-ish right now.
Alright, looks like we're going to be 4 players to the flop. I don't see Flint folding queen 9 here. either.
Is there a certain type of like dessert you'd be interested in serving upstairs?
I'm sure you're
Pretty
serving
solid
white
flop
cake upstairs.
all around for several
Well,
of the
my
players.
name is Eric White.
You got Max
So
with
if
an
I
over
had
and a
my
gut
own
shot.
personal
You got
cake,
Danny
it
with
would be
top
white
pair.
cake.
Does
You got
remind me of
Flint with
something about your wedding.
the other gut shot.
Hashtag white wedding.
The under gut shot, and you got Jones
Yeah, I
that's
used to
over
just
just
thought that was
deuces.
funny as shit.
I almost cried.
Well,
Checks
that's
going around the
It's a
table.
nice day for a white wedding.
and now I've
And
been
we're getting into
copyright
a turn.
infringed
You know
again.
what's
Where-
good? That his
Oof,
father
that's a
is
nasty
black,
turn,
and he's
too.
the one marrying us.
You've got Flint with a straight. You've
And
got
then
Max
I'm
who's just made
Latino,
second
and
pair
then
with top
Eric is
kicker.
white.
You've got Danny with
So in
top
that
2
picture,
pair.
you have
Don't
like
worry. Jones
we have
already put a super
nation
negative spin on that where we
That
don't
is
know
That is
what
$6
people,
from
you know,
Flint
but if
with
we
his straight.
put the nation and a
Jones
couple
already
people
got you.
from
Let's see what
Yeah,
Max
hey,
does.
Middle
Eric.
East,
It's
we'll
almost
have
like
it
you
up.
forced him to do it. You gave him his day off, huh?
Who are we talking about?
Looks like
Oh,
Max
let's not play dumb
is
now.
going to fold.
What
Good lay down there by Max with second pair and a gut
Doing the
shot.
best to the turn.
You in or out?
I'm out.
Yeah.
But Danny is going to make the call. After Jones folds, I assume. I don't see any way for Jones to jump in here. And Danny hits his 6%er for kings full of jacks. You got a bet of 11, a quick call.
Danny
Flint
DeVito
just
getting
calls.
lucky
That's a
as
good.
shit tonight.
That's a good check call by him. Otherwise, it could have got really expensive. Good, just check call by Flint.
Straddles on guys, action starts with me.
All right. These highlight hands are fun. There's always something to talk about. I really enjoy these highlight tapes portions because every hand is exciting. This is another monster hand. I remember this personally because I was involved in it and it hurt a little bit. We got a straddle on by Zach here. I'm in the small. I make the call for $2. Let's see what Jones is going to do here. I'm sure he's going to make the $2 call as well. On around to Tim with the $2 call. And Zach says let him fly. We're going to go to this pot 7 ways. No, we're not. We're going to fold out a few of those hands. I was just taking my time. We're going to go to this pot 5 ways. How about that? Alright. It's a pretty good flop for my ace-9 of clubs. It's also a pretty good flop for 3-6 and Tim's king-deuce of clubs. Flint's got top pair. Jones is the only one who really missed on this one.
Did you guys ever finish that series?
Alright. You got a 5, a 5, and a 5. Jones folds. Looks like we're going to go to the turn 4 ways. For $5 bets here. Nothing too major so far. And Zach turns the second nut straight. Tim makes a pair of deuces with his king deuce. Flint checks. And Tim fires $40. Zach makes the call, which I think that's a good flat right there. I also make the call with my, what I think is maybe good if I hit a wheel and my club draw. And I assume we're going to get Flint to fold his top pair with no kicker here. It would be my assumption. I can't guarantee it, but I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's a good laydown by Flint. It's unlikely that your top pair there ever has a chance of being good. A good solid fold. We're going to go to the river 3 ways here, see if any of us can improve. Well, I hit my ace. That improves my hand. Tim still has just a pair of deuces. And Zach still with the second nut straight. He's probably feeling pretty good about himself. And it looks like Tim checks. Zach also checks, and we all just check the river. I show my queen 9 and king deuce, or ace 9 and the king deuce don't win. Zach takes down another one. Alright. Yeah, we got Charlie with a nice ace queen suited there. We got Danny with the king 9, Jones with the ace 9. Not great hands, but certainly playable in small stakes cash games. I'm going to go ahead and make the limp for $1 with queen 8 offsuit. So I'm being ambitious with my 10% hand. Jones actually a lesser percent than me with ace 9 just because he's dominated and missing outs. If we're looking at the percentages on the side of the screen there. We got some folds coming around. Max is going to get out of there. It's a raise to $3 by Charlie. And we get a call from Jones. And Danny's going to fold king 9 there. Alright, let's see a 4-way flop here then. Tim in there with 5-7 offsuit. Actually second in percentage to win the hand though. And he's going to be a higher percentage now because he's flopped bottom 2 pair. That's quite a nice flop for him. We've just all checked around huge. Now an ace on the turn. That's going to give Charlie top pair with a good kicker. And Tim's going to fire $15. I fold my queen 8. We got 2 people with an ace now. Let's see if Jones can get away from it with ace 9 here. He's still got his same 6% he started the hand with. He needs a 9 and only a 9 on the river. Good fold, good fold. He knows where he's at in these hands against players like Tim and Charlie. Tim's aggressive, but Charlie's fairly conservative for the player background anyway. So you got bottom 2 pair against top pair second kicker. Now it's top pair top kicker if they haven't made a 2 pair here. And let's see what we go. We're going to go check on the river, I believe. Yeah, and Tim's going to show his 2 pair to take down a pretty decent little pot there. Alright, this is going to be the last hand of our first episode of highlights. We'll have another one of these coming out tomorrow. It's a pretty exciting hand if I do say so myself. Finally, I'm on the better end of these things with my queen 6 suited here. Take my 10% like I have every hand. You got Danny with kings. You got Flint with queen 8 suited. 8-9 for Tim. Charlie with a king 3. Jones with an ace 3. Some playable hands here for sure. Jones folds his ace 3. Let's see what Charlie's going to do. Charlie's going to fold hers after Danny opens as well. And Tim makes the call for $4. I'm sorry, $5. And I also make the call for 5. A little loose by me for sure. But I go ahead and I flop gin. Top and bottom. Pretty enjoyable spot for me. It's checked around. Danny bets $10. Let's see if Tim's going to continue on his gut shot here. We'll see what he's going to do. Tim makes the call. I don't see me letting it get to a turn here. Oh boy, I do just... Yeah, I announce a raise. Here we go. I'm all in, I said. Here we go. Let's see if we can get something going here. It's probably going to be a massive pot. I don't see Danny getting away from the kings. He's a fairly loose player. He likes to see a lot of flops, as you guys have seen in the previous highlights. So we're going to shove on him right here. We're okay with taking the 40 bucks that's in there. That's a fairly good sized pot at 50-cent a dollar blinds. And we shove for what looks to be about another 100. And we're assuming he calls here. I believe he's going to call.
So do you think Mariota or Jameis Winston take a step this year to be good?
Waiting patiently. Complete this action. Tim loves his hand right here. It's a double gut shot, but he has no club draw, and that's got to worry him quite a little bit. And for two people who have shoved, you're gonna, you're gonna need maybe a flush draw to go with that if you want to make the call there. He's not a tight player, overly tight by any means, but he will still probably make the fold here with 8-9. We're still waiting on Danny to make the call. I'm surprised that it's taken this long.
It's kind of like the golf thing. Like,
I mean, that's a solid hand in that spot. Tim's gonna make the fold quickly after Danny makes his call. And
What'd you have, Tim?
I believe we're gonna run it twice.
Two times,
We'll
guys.
see. 2 times, yeah. We do like to run it twice in these small games, just because we're here to play poker and, gamble, of course, but we're also here to just have a good time. And that's what we enjoy the most, as well as just, Alright, I hold up on the first one.
If it wouldn't have hit a 6.
Wow, yeah, you would have got the second one.
6 is full.
And I boat immediately on the second board. So we're going to go ahead and scoop that one down. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed this Cash Cows Poker, this Cash Cows Poker highlight reel. I know we're not doing the best commentary here, but we do have some professionals coming in to do commentary on the next episodes when the new season starts, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. We'll have bets on the screen. Everything's going to be improved for you guys, so I do hope you stick with us. Keep enjoying the action. You'll see me get paid out this massive pot.
I would have probably just flatted you were raised for value.
Jeff Fisher impression.